2025 will be the biggest year for crypto, no doubt. We're gonna see new all-time high everywhere. Why? Because we have few elements that present that catalyst that will send everything on a rocket ship. So I'm gonna present you the portfolio that I built for that and the elements that are important around it for each side of the portfolio. So you can pick and choose what's good for you and what's not good for you, because we're gonna use a strategy that is actually based on some top billionaires, hedge funds, and we applied it to crypto. So to give you a little background, my name is Antoine from MCOIN Finance, and I've been investing in crypto for more than 7 years. I was actually telling people how to buy Bitcoin when it was below $3,000. So probably a bunch of people that watched my video 7 years ago became a millionaire. Now, how many of those people that became a millionaire sent me a little card to thank me? Zero. But how many sent me some hateful words as soon as the price was going down? I can count on all my fingers and my toe fingers. So be sure, if you follow this, that it's at your own risk and by someone that already made it. So maybe you have something to learn, but everything that we talk about is based on data. We're gonna start with the boring part, but the important part, Bitcoin. Now, of course, depending of where you want to go, you will remove some things or not. For Bitcoin, I will allocate 40% of my portfolio to it because I bought that good old Bitcoin early on and I'm going to keep on it. We will see where it goes. I'm not going to say it's going to go to 1 million by the end of the year, but we could see Bitcoin at 200K, 300K. I would not be surprised. I do not try to make price prediction because everyone is by definition wrong at it. So the strategy that we will use for this portfolio is actually called the barbell strategy, where you will have most of your assets into hyper conservative and a little bit of your assets into something degenerate. Our ending portfolio will be a bit more degenerate, but we're going to try to do as much as we can the barbell strategy. By the way, the barbell strategy was created, or at least named, by Nassim Nicholas Taleb, which is a renowned mathematician. And I'm like, how come this guy have the audacity to call a strategy barbell when obviously he's not lifting? But I found some picture of him doing some good old deadlifts. So sorry, Nassim, I removed what I was saying about you. And why Bitcoin will be in hyper conservative? Because if you check the graph of Bitcoin year over year, it's still one of the only assets that offer 100% return every year on average. So yes, you have 1 or 2 years where it's really bad, but you have 3-4 years after that that are really good. Because every time if you bought the bottom, you will be good. Now, as I say, I've been for 7 years in this. I'm going to share a little my mistakes and how you can avoid them because I want you to succeed. But what I want you more is to click a thumbs up. No, I'm kidding. We don't do this anymore. It's 2025. So we're going to keep some Bitcoin. USA, Trump, everyone likes Bitcoin. So we should like Bitcoin. Now, the second asset that we're going to put in our barbell strategy is Solana. Solana is an interesting one because it had a massive peak. That's actually look like the Khalifa or whatever the name is, that tall building in Dubai. Boom, we peak and we crashed down. And then it went back up, but it did not do a new all-time high from the previous one. Actually, it did an all-time high at 263, but that's not a big difference from the previous one. And why do I invest in Solana? Even if, to be honest with you, until beginning of 2024, I was not big on Solana. But metrics always rule everything in investments. And when you check a metric made by June, which is measuring the adoption over time, you normalize transaction fees, transfer volume, and number of transactions. Here you see that the contribution of Solana over the last year has been 50% for the blockchain. So this asset brought more than Tron, Ethereum, Bitcoin combined. And I see it. All the younger people, they go directly on Solana. Why? Cheaper fees, but it's not only that. The integration of wallet is seamless. Ethereum became so complex with all the layer 2, the layer 3s. It's like, how many layers of bullshit we're gonna get? I feel like I'm on a Tinder date with someone 32 years old that wants to have kids. It's unbelievable. And having to go through those layers is unbearable. So Solana, by proof, and I can check actually the last 5 years, Solana is the one that derives the highest amount of users and transaction. Now they have a lot of spam transaction as well, I do agree. But if you check on the app stores, if you check on all those other metrics, they are in front. And all the new developers, the new generation, they often build on Solana because it's cheaper, it's easier. And also one thing is that online gambling is been growing really fast in USA. And Solana established itself as the gambling chain. It's super easy to trade and super fast. So you can trade any meme coins, for example. All the meme coins are mostly launched on Solana, and Solana has the biggest volume overall. Plus, I see this trend where we have more and more online betting platforms sponsoring all the YouTubers. Gambling is becoming less and less something that is seen negative. That's why I put 25% in Solana. Now let's switch on the other side of a barbell where we are going for the riskier ones, and I'm going to put hype per consumer. So by the way, the barbell strategy for me, like the name is like, who is going to use a barbell like that? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but I like the fact that it's like you do nothing in between. You do not mid-curve. And that's why you understand that I do not have any Ethereum, because if I am in Ethereum, I'm a little bit like Solana, but not really much, and I'm basically mid-curving. So I'm going to avoid it at this bull market. Will I be right? Will I be wrong? I use data. We will see at the end. But why I'm going big on hype and consumer? So what is hype? It's Hyperliquid, and it's a new platform, a new exchange, totally decentralized to trade pub. So you can trade with leverage on tons of assets in crypto, put limit orders, everything. So now you're going to be like, but what's different from Binance then, Antoine? This is decentralized. It means we can see everything that's happening on chain, and that's actually going to be a really important point for another category that I have in the pie chart later on. And the growth of Hyperliquid, because it's a good product, is been staggering. Look at that. The new users, it's been slow. By the way, I was publishing video about Hyperliquid at the beginning of 2024 and the end of 2023, begging people to start using it so they can capture the airdrop and make 5 to 6 figures easily for free. The ones who followed, again, they did not send me a little card. That's okay. I'm here to give. I know you're wondering now, but why am I watching this channel called Handsome Finance with a washed up Calvin Klein model talking about actual finance? Yeah, I'm actually talking about real numbers here. And their users are growing faster than any other exchanges we ever seen. And it's decentralized, means we can see all the stuff. The largest user by USD in volume, this guy. We can see the largest user deposit. We have access to everything. I can know everything that's happening on this exchange, and that's beautiful. Why? Because centralized exchange has been manipulating the market many times, and we know that, but we had no choice but to use them. Now we have a choice to not use them because they do not offer anything. I mean, it's literally another book where people say, I want to buy this and sell this. But what it becomes even more interesting is like when you check the amount of people that made money on this, P&L in the last 30 days. This guy, 100 million. That guy, 100 million, 70 million, 68 million, 62 million. And we're just talking in 30 days. That's way more than what you would see trading with the meme coin in the trenches on a 30 days basis. So it's like, okay, there's tons of money going on here. I can see the number of trades going up. The slippage went down drastically, which proves that there is more and more user, and the volume is going up. So when I check that, of course, I'm interested in, and I want to be able to invest into this. And this could be just with investing in the hype token, but that's not the only thing that I want to do. I want to invest more into product that people actually use, and that's what I call consumer product. For example, Bubble Map that offers you an easy representation of what's going on, the connection between different wallets. So you can see who has been lying, how much they hold and everything. And then they're going to release a token. So now I will have to check, of course, the tokenomics and everything, but I keep a part of my portfolio open to those consumer apps and a part of my portfolio for the Hyperliquid ecosystem because they create the layer one. That's a big part of my portfolio. I do agree, but it's also because I had 2K on it and I transformed it into 55. So I have capital to invest in it. And the next part, of course, you saw it coming. Meme coins, 10%. And that's an understatement. Meme coins are becoming one of the biggest asset class in crypto. Why? Because if you have been in crypto for just one cycle, you heard like, oh, this is going to replace that. This is the blockchain of this. Everything we do here is just speculation. We just want to drive speculation with a vehicle like that. It's the same on the stock market. We don't even care what the stock is. It's just speculation. We just hope that someone else gonna buy after us. So meme coin are one of the perfect design for this. And to find the coins that I'm going to invest in for meme coins, because some I do like rotation, I'm gonna use Stockchain, which measure the accumulation and dumping of the smart money. So anytime I see a coin, I can see like, oh, for example, this one, we had 320K, 320K, and 320K again of accumulation. That's quite a lot. So even when it was in the red, people were starting to buy. So if we check that, we will see that created that movement. It's always important for me to check what the smart money is doing because they are going to decide what is going to happen to the coin. I mean, if we check the supply, we have 46% that is owned by whales, and now it's 48%. So that means that went up. Whale to shrimp ratio, pretty good. So I will always check what are they accumulating, what's the daily trend, and follow around that. That's for my rotating bag. If I want to invest and make money in and out fast, I will use stock fund because I have the extract of the best coins. There's like 40,000 coins that get created every day on Pump Fund. Those are new meme coins and everything. And now you have this that's going to show you only the top 100 of the day. So it has twofold. That's a weird way to say two, where you will have the one that pays in marketing and everything that are trending, the king of the hill, but also the smart pup. And the smart pup is going to check all the KOLs, is going to check all the influencers, all the top traders, what are they buying and selling in real time. And that makes it a lot easier for me. But I know that when I'm doing this, there is a part of fun of it, and I will do it in group because that's how I prefer to trade meme coins. And that's how in meme coins I would have 60% are more like for rotation and 40% that's going to be in and out. Now, of course, this is a small part, but this is where I can have the huge potential, the 10x, the 100x, the 1000x. And then we get the AI agent that's going to take 5% of my portfolio. It's really connected to meme coins, but there are those autonomous agents like Goat maybe that you heard about that went to $1.3 billion market cap. So they all have some interaction that they can do online. We see more and more those things evolving. The way to find those AI agents is going to be even easier with Stockchain because I can literally see the trend analytics and then see what are they buying and selling the smart money, which coin they accumulate. When you see some people that are buying like 200K, whatever, you can start to follow those wallets because this is where you would get some information. So for example, I just started to follow this wallet, and this wallet has also AVA, again, that is AI thing, 500K. So those people are the people that move the market. I'm going to follow this wallet as well. People who move the market are the one you want to follow. It's not people like me. I don't move the market. I do not have this power. And the last one is going to be an interesting one, trading bots. So I have AI agent and trading bot. So my trading bot, I'm going to try to make them play as much as I can with AI and meme coins and hype. So that's going to be all this part actually. All the thing I'm taking a risk in, they are connected. So like this, I normally recommend to people to just choose only one of those category and focus all in. Now I'm all in this game. I'm full-time in this game and building tools around this, running incubator, working with developers. So I have more time to put into this. And all of those are on my risky bets that actually counterbalance a bit my barbell, as you can see. I will put all my resources to connect them together. That's something that is important. So the trading bot is going to be, for example, on hype and on meme coins. That's how I can get more potential. Now I started to experiment a little bit with trading bots, as you can see here. That's why we have so many orders, and maybe we're gonna see my bot placing some new orders. I started this account with 2,000, and I'm gonna show you what is the performance so far. So yeah, exactly. I started here. We can see my P&L now, I'm minus $35, but I still have position I can sell. But I went up. Yesterday, I was at plus $300, and then there was a flash crash on the market. And now we're starting to be hovering in between. And it's the first trading bot I'm trying right now. That's the first one. I just put 2,000 just to play around. But I'm building another one that's going to trade around meme coins with different market data, all based on on-chain analysis. If you're interested to know more about those, well, let me know in the comments because I can make tons of video about it. Like me, that's the thing I'm talking about every day. Oh, there we go. We get 2 more orders that I just placed. And then you can see I was not doing something else. So that's a field where not everyone can go in. So you probably should remove that. But then you have the rest. And then if you have a normal job and everything, go into the stronger asset and stay in. I could say if you had to choose one thing only to invest in, if you're like plus 30 years old, it's just buy some Bitcoin and sit there. Relax. Just focus on growing your business, your income, maybe buy more Bitcoin, and that will be better. Like I know tons of people, they've been in the game for so long and they would say like, if I stayed only in Bitcoin, I will be better off or at the same place, but I would have saved so much time. It's rare to find people that can outperform Bitcoin, it's true. But if you can time it in the market and you're not too greedy, you can make a lot. Now, if you want to follow this, I would say then pick only one category of those and go all in that category. And why I have 5% left here is because I will be able to add that percentage to the one that is gaining momentum. So as soon as it be like, okay, trading bot, that's what we're the best at, we go double in. Or AI agent or meme coin or whatever. And then I have some cash ready for an opportunity. That's something that is important. Now, if you want to know how I managed to transform $1,000 or $2,000 into more than 55 with a hyperliquid and what's traded on it, I actually did a video just here. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope the best for your portfolio, that it stays in the green because you deserve it. But don't forget one thing before you leave. Stay handsome. Ciao.